Today I want to show you how to choose the right appointment setter for your coaching business. These are some of the things that I have learned after hiring almost 25 appointment setters for my business and for my clients as well. And these are some of the mistakes that you have to avoid so that you can get the best results with your appointment setters and the best results for your consulting coaching business. So let me show you how this looks like and let's go to my screen. So how to choose the right appointment setters for your coaching business. The first question is, of course, why you should listen to me, to us. I am the founder of appointmentsetting.io, and basically we scaled this business from $0 to $12,000 in the last in 35 days, and in the last 3 months we ended up going from $0 to $30,000 just by leveraging appointment setters. We were able to do this without ads and without an initial audience on YouTube. Right now our audience on YouTube is starting to grow, but actually it is growing because of the help of my appointment setters. So here you have a screenshot, and yeah, this is something that we have been doing. And of course, I think that the things that I am gonna share with you here in this video are important because we've had over 200 interviews with appointment setters from different countries and different backgrounds, some of them from the US, some of them from other countries, and we've placed around 25 of them with our clients in the last 3 months. But also we had to stop working with some of them. This is something that you have to expect, but here I will show you how you can avoid the same mistakes that we've made. So in this case, here you have, for example, a picture of my team, and I am really proud of what they have been doing for my business, for my clients, because without them I wouldn't be here. So let me continue. The first question that you have to ask yourself is this: where I am currently at with my business? Because before we starting with the hiring process, you need to understand this. You need to be clear with where you are at. For example, you're gonna require a completely different strategy if you want to go from $10,000 to $100,000 a month versus someone that wants to go from $0 to $10,000. If you have already clients, then maybe you have the chance to pay, maybe you're gonna have a higher budget in order to find a more talented appointment setter. And if you are starting from scratch, maybe you don't need someone that is going to give you kind of like someone that has a lot of experience when it comes to appointment setting. That's what I am trying to say. Maybe in this case you just need someone that can help you to do the outreach consistently. So you have to be clear about how many clients do you have right now, what kind of budget do you have in order to get the best results, considering that this is like investing in marketing. With Facebook ads, you can end up spending $2,000, $3,000 just to get one client, but with an appointment setter, you can pay $500 in order to make 10K, like what happened with us. Or when I was an appointment setter, they were paying me around $3,000, $5,000, but I was making for them $80,000 a month as well. So when it comes to the audience, of course, you also have to be clear about where you are at. You cannot expect, if you don't have a big audience, then you don't need to have, for example, like a super expensive appointment setter that is and in this case maybe his main expertise is turning warm leads into appointments. If you don't have the audience yet, then it's not necessary to find the best appointment setter in the world. That's pretty much the only thing. You just have to be clear about that, because in my experience, there are going to be 2 types of appointment setters. You're going to have virtual assistants and you're going to have business development representatives. So when it comes to virtual assistants, these are going to be people that are going to do exactly what you tell them to do, and they are going to help you to do the tasks that are necessary in your business. For example, if you have to contact 100 prospects per day, they are going to do it. The virtual assistant is going to do whatever you want them to do. Of course, as long as that is reasonable, as long as that is legal, of course. But when it comes to the business development representative, in most cases, you're gonna end up having someone that can give you more ideas about how you can continue improving your business, someone that can help you to improve the appointment setting process, and in general, someone that will be more self-sufficient. However, in some cases, you're gonna end up finding virtual assistants that are not gonna charge you a lot, that will actually be a business development representative, someone that has a lot of experience. And in some cases you can find the opposite. You're gonna end up paying for someone that in theory has a lot of experience, and in reality they are not gonna do a lot. So this is something that can happen, but in my personal experience, if you want to go from $0 to $10,000, you just need a virtual assistant, and if you want to go from $10,000 to $100,000, then you need a business development representative, someone that can help you with your business with the bigger picture of your business, considering this bigger picture of your business. And now another question that I always get, where should they be from? In my experience, if you hire people from the US, Canada, or Europe, especially first world countries, you just have to understand that these people, these appointment setters, already have a lot of opportunities in their country. So the only way to keep this appointment setter is just by paying them 1,000, not even 1,000, actually 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 per month. And in my experience, the only way to make this work is if you are already making hundreds of thousands of dollars, because even if you are making $100,000, the salary for this appointment setter is going to be just, for example, $3,000, $5,000. And in this case, a normal person in a first world country is going to be able to get that kind of salary just by getting a normal job. Of course, I know that in the US, kind of like the average salary is 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. But what I am trying to say is that you will need to pay for a higher salary. And in some cases, you can end up finding people that are more talented in other countries. People from Eastern Europe, people from Latin America, people from the UK, let's say the UK, depending on the areas, and people as well from other places, right? So the other option is, of course, finding people from India, the Philippines, Latin America. And I would say that in this case, of course, you can end up paying a little bit less money, because just by having, for example, a salary of $500, these appointment setters are gonna actually have a great opportunity, are gonna choose you to work with you because this is gonna be a great opportunity for them. In my case, for example, the average salary for someone here in Mexico is $300 or $400 max. So if someone gives you a job online, and if you can end up going from 400 to 1,000, then this is like a great opportunity. However, in some cases, you can actually find, again, really talented people from India, from the Philippines, from Latin America, and like what I said in the last slide, in some cases, people from the US, from Canada and Europe are not gonna be the best appointment setters. A lot of times they are gonna be teenagers, they are gonna be people that just want to learn a little bit, and then after a couple of weeks, they are gonna leave your company. And here you can find the opposite. If you end up working from someone from the Philippines, from India, or from other countries, especially the Philippines, you're gonna end up having team members that are gonna stay with you for years, potentially. So this is something else, this is another thing that you have to consider, that that at the end of the day, the country is not the most important thing. For example, you can hear that I have an accent, that sometimes I stutter a little bit, but even if that's the case, I was able to make for this company $80,000 cash collected, and I was having conversations only with people from the US, and all of this was in English, so nobody really noticed that I was not from the US. So don't worry if you end up hiring someone from another country, nobody is going to notice. I always like to make this joke, but actually the owner of this company, when I was an appointment setter, he actually made a lot of grammar mistakes, just because that's how they speak in real life, right? Here in Spanish, for example, sometimes we're gonna use different words that maybe don't make sense grammatically, but that's another topic. The idea is that if you end up hiring someone from another country, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that they have like a good level of English. As long as they have a good level of English, you are good to go. Now, what kind of experience they must have? So the perfect scenario is that you're gonna hire an appointment setter someone that is going to be already your client. Because if they are already your client, they already trust you, they already understand the market, your product. So now they're gonna be very likely to convince other people to join your programs or your services, because they are gonna understand the whole picture. So ideally, your perfect appointment setter, your perfect team members are gonna be clients. The second step is gonna be ideally someone that understands the industry, someone that understands the niche, and of course someone that maybe it could be another thing, that someone that already follows you on YouTube or on Facebook, and someone that just wants to work with you. For example, in my case, a lot of people want to work with me because they see what we are doing, what we are building, and in that case, those are very valuable appointment setters for us, very valuable team members, because they already understand and like what we are doing. So this is very, very important. And another thing is that if you cannot find someone like this, let's say that you don't have clients yet, or let's say that nobody really follows you yet, that's okay. Then what you have to do is that you will need to hire someone, ideally with appointment setting experience. And this sounds a little bit obvious, but there is a catch, because in my experience, it is better just to end up working with someone that has more enthusiasm versus someone that has a lot of experience when it comes to appointment setting. Because if they are enthusiastic, if they are excited, if they are happy to work with you, if they have energy, they are gonna end up giving you better results. That's why you have to ask them a couple of questions, and I want to talk about that in the next slide. But ideally, they should need appointment setting experience. In some cases, if they don't have it, that's okay, as long as they have the enthusiasm, as long as they are excited to work with you. Or sometimes, in some cases, they can have experience when it comes to lead generation. They can be called, for example, lead generation specialists. Or the last option is that maybe they already had experience in the customer service industry, so to speak. That's another option. But of course, ideally, they will need to have appointment setting experience in your niche, in your industry. So that's kind of like the perfect scenario. A good scenario, but actually the perfect scenario is working with someone that is already one of your clients. So that's what I have seen. For example, when I was an appointment setter, I ended up working for someone that I already trusted, and then in this case, this person connected me with another, with one of their clients, and that's how I ended up getting this job. And it was because I had experience when it comes to building a business, a coaching business, because I already invested, for example, in other programs, in Facebook ads, YouTube ads. Now I was able to have better conversations with prospects because I understood the internet marketing space. I understood a lot of the strategies that the prospects that I was talking to tried. I don't know if that is making sense, but I was having good conversations because I already did what they wanted to do. So that's why I ended up making them a good amount of money. But that's something that I want to cover in another video. Now, when it comes to choosing the right appointment setter, in my experience, you need to have as many interviews as you can because you need to start training your intuition. A lot of times the best way just to choose the best appointment setters are just gonna be by finding, just by trusting your intuition. So you need to have as many interviews as you can. This is the best way to learn. And in this case, you have to, of course, in these interviews, you have to ask the appointment setter for more information about their past results, their past experiences, why they left their job or why they didn't like their job. Also, you can talk about their vision. They can talk about their vision and their goals so that you can see that they are not just here for the money, that maybe they have something bigger in mind. And you have to make sure that they can work full time. Sometimes they will tell you, yeah, is it okay if I do this just part-time because I have another job? If that's the case, this is not gonna be the best case scenario because they are not gonna put their 100% in your business. So you just have to make sure that they are actually ready, that they can start working with you right away, and that they will have enough time in order to give you the best results. And of course, this is something extra, make sure to test their skills. And I put here this in bold because this is very, very important. Please make sure to test their skills. I've had a lot of appointment setters that gave me the perfect answers to the questions in the interview, but then when I started testing their strategies, they actually didn't perform well. They gave me the wrong answers, or they were not really trying that hard, or they were kind of like, yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. Do I have to respond now? Sometimes you will get these kind of responses in the interviews, and this is like a really good way to avoid problems with an appointment setter that was not good from the get-go. And yeah, just make sure to test their skills. And just to finish with this video, I just want to, again, like I said, I just want you guys to understand that only experience and your intuition will help you to find the best team members. This is something that will come just by having a lot of interviews with appointment setters. This is not something that is going to come to you magically. Yes, you can get the right advice, the right guidance. For example, with my clients, I make sure to place the best appointment setters for them, and I show them how to choose the best appointment setters as well. But even if that's the case, they still have to trust their intuition. That's the first thing. The second thing is that the best team members will come to you. So make sure to start building your personal brand, start creating videos, make sure to talk about what you're doing in your social media, and this is gonna end up attracting a lot of people, a lot of really cool people. And here, the last part is it's just that you need to, in order to attract a lot of people that are talented, you need to do something that inspires others. So that's the main thing. If you do something like this, if you try to always improve it, if you are always improving, if you are always trying to do something bigger, you're gonna end up attracting a lot of people that have the same mindset and the same vision as you. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your help and your support all the time. So make sure to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a comment, leave a like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.